The time is finally here. Week 1 of the Chise Bruhs League here on Madden 20. We start in Jacksonville, where Grox's Jags hosted Walker's Chiefs. The defending AFC West winners looked very sloppy in the game, turning the ball over 7 times. 3 of those turnovers were pick sixes from Miles Jack. Patty Mahomes ended up having 5 interceptions on the day, not a good showing from him. The deadly running back duo of Zeke and Fournette combined for 13 carries for 159 yards and 2 TDs, while Tyreek Hill had just 3 catches for 53 yards in his first game with the Jags. Now heading out to East Rutherford, Yada Yada's Jets took on Nieb's Bills. Yada Yada came to play, holding the Bills to just 3 points the entire game. Nieb still played good defense, holding the Jets to just 21 points, but having 3 interceptions will hurt any team. Next we have yours truly in the Browns hosting CEO's Titans. Giving credit where credit is due, CEO played one hell of a game. The talent for the Browns, however, proved too much for the Titans, who lost 26-14. But seriously, how did they give up 200 plus yards in the air to Andy Dalton of all people? Come on, man.
John had his Vikings well prepared to take on Adam and the Falcons this week. Kirk Cousins only had 97 passing yards on 8 of 14 completions with no TDs, but the rushing game was there for him, all 4 touchdowns coming on the rushing end. Matt Ryan played a pretty well game, putting for 346 yards and 3 TDs, but he had 4 interceptions, which is too much against someone like John. At least it wasn't 7 interceptions though. Ballerstorm Seahawks hosted Gotham and the Bengals today. To say it was a blowout is an understatement. It was a tough 41-3 loss for Gotham and the Bengals in this one. He was only able to impose a 29.5 QBR with Mariota in his Bengals debut. Joe Mixon didn't do much better, rushing for an okay 68 on the play. Baller, however, came to play, forcing 6 total turnovers today. Next, heading to Jerry World, where Niebs and the Giants played against Porky and the Cowboys. The boys had over 300 more offensive yards than the G-Men, almost 500 total. Dak Prescott had 5 touchdowns, 3 to AJ Green and 2 to Amari Cooper. Green had 167 receiving yards in his debut game as a Cowboy. Meanwhile, Cooper had 146. Bloodstorm's 49ers completely dominated the Bucs in Tampa. It was such an embarrassing loss that the Bucs user had to be full-blown removed from the league. He will not be allowed to show his face in public again. As for the actual game, no real stats are there because somebody got upset with literally 2.5 seconds left, ruining the fun for the rest of us. But now we have Thomas to take over the Buccaneers. I'm sure he's not a crybaby either. Now on your screen are some scores of games that were either not streamed or not archived. One game not present on here is the game between Panda and Q-Bake, Colts vs Chargers, which I cannot open the stream of. Next week will not have this problem. The final score of that game was 38-6, the Chargers won. That's it for the Week 1 recap of the Chise Bruhs League here on Madden 20. Check in around Friday for Week 2's recap, as we see some great matchups going on there. See you next time.